Welcome back to the second video of the day. Today is a double upload day, and we'll have even triple because of the watch along. But for the videos, it's just double upload day. Welcome to the Premier League review. We've reviewed the fixtures of Match Week 28. Yeah, and these are the fixtures for Match Week 28. At 3:30 we have FC Bournemouth. Of course, yesterday we had a match between Wolves versus Villa. Wolves won 2-0, beat Villa. Villa will finish 4th or 5th, even 6th this campaign. And then today we have FC Bournemouth versus Sunderland. We have Burnley versus Brentford, Liverpool versus West Ham. We have Newcastle versus Everton. We have Leeds versus Manchester City at 8:30 p.m. And then tomorrow we have also some fixtures lined up. We have Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. We have Fulham versus Tottenham. We have Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. And then we have Arsenal versus Chelsea. We are bringing you 4 live matches on this EM Sports channel. We are bringing you Liverpool versus West Ham from 6 p.m. today, Kenyan time. We will be bringing you also Leeds versus Manchester City at 8:30 p.m. And then tomorrow we'll be bringing you Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, and then we'll be bringing you also Arsenal versus Chelsea. That is the big one of the weekend. Okay, this is my preview. FC Bournemouth versus Sunderland. These are games that you can't even predict. You say FC Bournemouth, Sunderland will come away winning 3-0 this game. So for me, I maybe FC Bournemouth versus Sunderland. I think FC Bournemouth win because of the home advantage. Burnley, Brentford. Maybe Brentford, but also Burnley. Right now, it's very difficult for you. You better play top of the table teams like Manchester United, Man City, Arsenal. But it's very difficult to play Wolves. You see, Wolves got a draw at the Emirates versus Arsenal the other week. They beat Villa yesterday 2-0. Can you believe that? Wolves beating Villa, 20th team beating number 3. So that is the beauty of the Premier League. So you can't just say. But at the moment we have seen this now and before. We have seen these bottom teams that are fighting for relegation right now. It's a very bad time to meet them. So Burnley play Brentford. It's a very difficult game. I can maybe just say Burnley will win, or Brentford will win maybe because on based on the form. But Burnley can beat Brentford even 3-0. Don't be surprised. This is the Premier League. Liverpool West Ham. This should be a very easy game for Liverpool. Not easy. In the Premier League there is no easy games. Sorry to use that. The Premier League there are no easy games. But Liverpool have to take advantage of the home advantage versus West Ham. I think Liverpool are there. Sometimes they win games that you expect, sometimes not. So that has been the story of Liverpool so far. But it is that integration of the new players. Maybe the manager trying now to play his way, because last season he relied heavily on the Jurgen Klopp's squad, and the playing style was almost similar. He only reduced the high intense football, the high intense of the Jurgen Klopp. They tried to start defending and playing in a structured way. So maybe, but they are still under that transition. They haven't had a very good season, but this maybe it is like a disease for champions of England most of the time. Man City tried to cure that disease, but Liverpool has struggled because also other champions used to struggle. Whenever they win the Premier League, in the next season they struggle a lot. So Liverpool versus West Ham. I think Liverpool win the game. Newcastle versus Everton, another tasty fixture. If it is a very balanced fixture, is Newcastle versus Everton. This is a difficult one to call. But Newcastle playing at home, maybe, but you can't rule out Everton. So I think this ends in a draw. Another tasty fixture. All eyes will be at the Elland Road, whereby Leeds will be playing Man City. This is a game for Man City. Man City have to win this to reduce the gap to 2 points versus Arsenal, because Arsenal plays tomorrow to Chelsea, and they hope maybe Chelsea can do something. I doubt if Chelsea will do that something, but I hope that a fan of Man City will be having that hope that, hey, Chelsea to help us to do something. But we'll wait and see. But Leeds versus Man City, also at Elland Road, you can't just bully Leeds. Yeah, it is a very difficult game. They have drawn there before. Leeds have beaten Man City there before, but under Marcel Bielsa, he was called Marcel Bielsa or something. That another coach who used to play entertaining football with Leeds. So, Leeds versus Man City. Man City have to be very, very, very careful with this fixture. This is a fixture that can bring troubles for them. They need to be very, very, very careful. But I believe that Pep Guardiola also, from now until the end of the season, is seeing it is possible to win. Because as I said, it is in their hands. Because if Man City win all their matches, they are champions of the of EPL. So it is just as simple as that. If they win all their matches, they win the league. So that's why I think they need to be very, very, very careful with this Leeds side. Leeds can bring troubles to them. Leeds can cause some troubles. So they need to just be very, very, very careful. But I expect Man City to win, but it will be a tight game. So we'll be bringing also that on live. So we'll react on all what will happen. So, but it's a very, 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 very tricky fixture for Manchester City. Tomorrow on Sunday we have Brighton versus Nottingham Forest. This is also a game that Brighton haven't been a very good side. Nottingham Forest also change of the manager. They played the other day. We thought that they would play, but okay, they pushed Liverpool a bit, but they weren't playing very, very, very well. So I don't know. This is a very testy fixture, but I think maybe I'll give Brighton a slender win here over Nottingham Forest. But we'll wait and see. That is a fixture that will happen tomorrow at 5 p.m. Kenyan time. And then we have at 5 also tomorrow, we have Fulham versus Tottenham, another tricky fixture. Tottenham with their new manager, they were dismantled versus Arsenal. They were battered 4-0. So I don't know which Tottenham turns out. Fulham also is a decent team. So if Tottenham don't play to their maximum best, they will be beaten. But it's also a very, very, very difficult game. Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, Old Trafford. I expect Man United to win this easily because one, they are eyeing a third position after Villa dropped yesterday. After Villa being beaten yesterday, I think they are seeing the availability. Okay, this season I think Man United will finish third. From the rest now, apart from Man City and Arsenal, I think Man United are the best of the rest. You see the way they are playing, they are the best of the rest. Apart from Man City and Arsenal, they are the best for the rest, among the rest. So I think Man United it is an easy game for them, considering Palace. Maybe I will be shocked if they draw this game or maybe they lost. But as I have said before, there's no easy games in the Premier League. The teams you expect you to beat them comfortably, they come, back the pass, they get a free kick, they get what, and then they go and they win the game. But I expect Man United to win. Arsenal versus Chelsea. Hey, big one. But I expect Arsenal to win. For the past 5 years, the best thing Chelsea have done against Arsenal is a draw. Yeah, it's a draw. So I don't think Chelsea will win this game. Also, you look at our personality, the way our team is built. Our team is a bit fragile mentally and also physically. Yeah, I use that term, but in quotes. I think we are a bit soft in terms of mentally and physically. So I think Arsenal will win this, and if Arsenal want to keep Man City and to keep that pressure on Man City, of course it is not on their advantage, but they can make, when you win games like this, maybe they lift they won against Tottenham and then also they win against this will give also players some relief and also some belief. If they make a mistake of even getting a draw, I think also players psychologically they get affected. As I said, let us just Arteta give these boys a break, like a free mind. Let them just go and play the way they played against Tottenham. They just played freely without fear of maybe making mistakes and things like that. Let them play like that. Chelsea, I don't know. At the moment, we don't know which Chelsea turns up because even Fofana is not playing. Cohen is not there. Cucurella is not also there because of the injury. James also is a doubt. What Rosinya said is fit. So we don't know if Chelsea turns up. That is the problem with Chelsea of late. We are never confident with anything. They can go there, put in a very good shift, play well, but honestly, we are not a team that we can just say we are going to the Emirates and then maybe getting a draw or maybe win the game. No. It is very difficult. But anything in the Premier League, as I said before, anything in the Premier League can happen. But I expect Arsenal to win that one. I expect Arsenal to win against Chelsea. And they extend their lead maybe to another 5 points for the next week because Man City haven't played. but this is match week 28. But Arsenal, if they play tomorrow, they will be 29. Wolves also have played 29. Other teams will be at 28. But we still have like 10 games to go. After today's matches, we have 10. Arsenal will be remaining with 9. So the rest is between Arsenal and Man City. That is for a fact. So Man City wins all their games, they become champions. Arsenal win all their games, they will be champions. That is the scenario we have. But what will separate them? They still have to play each other at Etihad. So Man United, I think they have established themselves. Also, they are only playing the Premier League, so they have a full week to prepare for the matches. So I think also that one is a very big advantage for Man United, because compared to these other teams, Liverpool are still playing the FA, Chelsea also still in the FA, Villa still in the FA Europa League. That one, Man City still on the 4 competition, Arsenal 4 competition. So you can't compare with Man United. So Man United have a lot of time to rest, train, and pick their moment. So it is their moment, and I think third is possible for them, and that is where I expect them to finish. And then maybe now fourth and fifth, there is a very big fight. Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool. Which other team is following closer? I think those three, they will have to fight, and then one will eventually miss out. So it will be difficult. For me, I think Villa might miss out because of the commitment in the Europa League, and I think Emery will be aiming to win the Europa League because, of course, he's a specialist in the Europa League. So I think he will be aiming to win the Europa League. But that one will come with a cost. In the Premier League, of course, they don't have a very big squad. But that's my preview for this weekend. Remember, EM Sports will bring you 4 live games this weekend on Watch Along. We'll be bringing you on Saturday. We'll be bringing you Liverpool versus West Ham. Starts at 6 p.m. Kenyan time. Then we'll bring you Leeds versus Man City at 8:30 p.m. Kenyan time. Tomorrow we bring you 2 more games. We bring you Manchester United versus Palace at 5:30 Kenyan time. At 5 Kenyan time, 5 p.m. Kenyan time. And then we bring you the big one, Arsenal versus Liverpool. Next week we'll get a lot of content, because next week I'm around. You'll get a lot of content next week. We will preview, we will react on all the fixtures on Monday, and then also preview for the midweek fixtures, because also midweek we have fixtures coming up in the midweek. Midweek, maybe just to remind you, for the fixtures midweek, Tuesday we have FC Bournemouth versus Brentford, we have Everton versus Burnley, we have Leeds versus Sunderland, we have Wolves versus Liverpool. And then on Wednesday we have Aston Villa versus Chelsea, Brighton versus Arsenal, Fulham versus West Ham, Manchester City versus Nottingham Forest, Newcastle United versus Manchester United. On Thursday, Tottenham versus Crystal Palace. So until then, guys, this weekend keep up EM Sports. I've got you covered, everything. We are trying to decorate our studios and work on the lighting, but these things we are just trying to improve them slowly. We ask that you give us your feedback on what you think it can make us improve and improve our channel as we continue to set up. We are not competing with anyone. We're just taking our baby steps slowly, but surely we will be there one day, and we'll make EM Sports home of football. But this is home of real football, reactions and every time. So please kindly like this video, kindly subscribe, share with your network so that they subscribe. Just support us by subscribing. Otherwise, thank you. Let's meet on Watch Along.